Thank you, Michael. I asked him to do that particular topic, and I'm really glad I chose him. So I'm Sheryl Shumsky. I'm basically stage managing a bit today, and everybody has been asked to speak about 5 minutes, and we're rolling a little longer than that. So for the next speakers, if you could try to be a little brief, try to be careful of your time, that'd be great. I'm speaking on student loan issues, but I also want to let you know that I've created a petition for the day that has to do with the corporate personhood. Now, Los Angeles, New York, and the state of Montana have all put up resolutions to amend the Constitution. And so I'd like to call on our city council, and if you'd like to be with me on this, please sign this. I'm just going to pass it around, okay? The only thing I'm going to do with your email is let you know when it goes to city council, in case you're wondering why I want your email. Then I will burn it, I promise. Okay, my issue is student loan debt. I want to talk to you a bit about student loan debt in America. And first of all, here's a few fun facts. Between 2007 and 2009, 8 million jobs were lost. And after the 13 trillion or so dollar bill bailout, that was simply a reward for bad behavior. About 1 million jobs were created, so we did not get a fair shake in that. So let's do the math. 8 minus 1 is 7. So 7 million jobs are missing from our economy. And unemployment is officially at 9.6% and probably unofficially a lot higher. The reason I start with unemployment is this is one of the main causes. People search for new options, and they want job training, and they want education. And so they go back to school. Between 2009 and 2010, it was a record year for borrowing. Over $106 billion was loaned to students. The total of student loan debt right now exceeds $800 billion, and it's approaching $1 trillion. Now, a private lender called Sallie Mae is heralded as one of the most profitable countries in the world. And how many of you here have student debt? Let me see. All right, a few. So you understand the dilemma. Well, I propose to you that Sallie Mae and her CEO, because I guess she's a person, her CEO, Albert C. Lord, have no moral compass. Their tactics are cold and heartless, and students are prey. And I just want to say, where are our values for America if we're going to just basically continue to line the pockets of these corporate financial lending systems and forget the welfare of the people? As Elizabeth Warren states on this student loan issue on 60 Minutes 2006, she says, students are being served up like turkeys for Thanksgiving dinner. So loans are being given in fields that there may be few prospects after graduation, and loans are also matching escalating tuition that reveals a curious relationship between colleges and lenders, doesn't it? The cost of tuition and fees has more than doubled since 2000 and has outpaced inflation across all goods, healthcare, housing, and energy. Education doesn't have to be free. I mean, it's okay for people to pay, right? But it should be affordable. That's my issue. Thank you. Now, corporate manipulation of laws has occurred here. They have stripped student loans of the discharge of debt via bankruptcy, statute of limitations on collections, truth in lending, fair debt collection practices, the right to refinance, and the adherence to state usury laws. And let's define that word usury. Usury, the lending of money at an excessive rate of interest or an excessive interest rate. And I've even done some math here in the corner about how to figure out compound interest, because every person that I know that has a student loan has absolutely no idea how this works. In fact, is there anybody here that understands how their interest on their student loan works? Let me see a hand. Anybody? No. It's mind-boggling that we're just led to slaughter like that. Okay, so there's this Lawyer Robert Applebaum, who has developed the website forgivestudentloandebt.org. For all of you that have student loans, please go there and please read his essay that he put out in 2009 to challenge the trillion-dollar bailout that did not work. And he's really believing that, and I believe that he's true, that if we were to relieve student debt, that we would bolster the economy. Here's a quote by him. It may seem to be an unusual way to bolster the economy, but it seems as though anything else we've tried has limited effect. Make no mistake, this is different from paying off people's mortgages or funding other non-essential goods. Education prepares a person to operate in a high capacity in the economy, strengthening it over time. And my final point is, if we don't invest in education, we really cannot govern ourselves. We have to have education to be a self-governing population. Thank you very much. And our next guest is musical, so hang on just a minute, we'll get him up here.